Forgiveness is one of the most profound and necessary acts of human experience. Yet, it's frequently misunderstood. It's not a gesture granted to an offender to excuse their actions. Rather, it's a deliberate, courageous act of self-deliberation granted to the self. True forgiveness is the decision to release the emotional burden, the anger, the pain, and the resentment that binds us to the person or event that caused us suffering. To forgive is not to condone. It is essential to recognize this distinction. We do not forgive because the offense was acceptable, or because the offender apologized, or even because they deserve it. We forgive because we deserve peace. Holding on to bitterness is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. We are the ones who get burned. Unforgiveness keeps us tethered to the past, allowing the actions to another to continuously dictate our emotional state in the present. It turns us into involuntary victims, reliving the moment of injury in a perpetual loop. The journey toward forgiveness is primarily an internal one, requiring deep emotional work. It begins with acknowledging the reality of the pain without denial or minimization. We must first fully feel the sting of the injury, recognize the legitimate sense of injustice, and mourn the loss. Whether it is the loss of trust, the loss of a relationship, or the loss of a prior sense of self. Once the pain is acknowledged, the true work of release can begin. This often involves a conscious, intentional choice to sever the emotional chain. It means moving from the constant mental rehearsal of the offense to a quiet recognition that the event is over. We are reclaiming the energy spent on anger, shifting it towards healing, growth, and self-compassion. This process offers immense psychological and physical benefits. Scientific studies link chronic unforgiveness to higher levels of stress hormones, increased blood pressure, and a weaker immune system. In contrast, the act of forgiving is associated with improved heart health, better sleep, and a greater sense of overall well-being. It is quite literally a path to better health. Forgiveness is not only direct outwards toward those who have harmed us. It must also be directed inwards. Many people carry heavy loads of self-condemnation for past mistakes, poor decisions, or perceived failures. This internal unforgiveness is perhaps the most paralyzing form, robbing us of confidence and preventing us from moving forward. To practice self-forgiveness is to acknowledge our humanity, to accept that we are imperfect, fallible, beings who will inevitably err. It means extending the same grace and compassion to ourselves that we would readily offer a dear friend. By accepting our past missteps, we transform them from sources of shame into powerful lessons for future wisdom. Ultimately, forgiveness is the ultimate act of personal power. It is the decision to stop letting painful memories define our future. By choosing to let go of the burden of the past, we open the door to genuine healing, reclaim our emotional freedom, and fully step into the power of the present moment. It allows us to close the painful chapter and begin writing a new, unrestricted story for our lives.